Easy, easy. It's full of rage and anger. All right, okay.
This is a 9 first warning weather alert.
And good evening, I'm Valerie Lyons. We do have a quick update for you during halftime as we track that winter storm approaching. Well, actually, it is already here in the tri-state. We definitely see the snow out there. Dozens of churches and businesses are closed for tomorrow, and you can scan the QR code on your screen for the full list. But let's get right over to Mark and Steve with the latest.
Okay, Valerie, as we look at it on this 9 first warning weather alert day, we're right on schedule. There hasn't really been any changes around here. We've got a temperature of 12 degrees. It feels like 3 below and feels pretty similar in all the neighborhoods around the tri-state. In fact, as you look at the temperatures now, 12, 13, 11 degrees, we're getting a bit of a dropping off of some of the snow that we've already seen, but we didn't expect much tonight. You know, we're probably going to see an inch or two by about midnight, and that's about it. We slide you down to our Louisville radar, and you'll notice some of the blue shade that's on there, especially up by Salem there. That's going to be coming across to you folks in northern Kentucky. The snow's going to be picking back up. And we go up to our Indianapolis radar. You see a little bit more in the way of some blue, and that's starting to shift toward us. So you folks in Hamilton and other spots to the north of Cincinnati may see a pickup in some of the snow. In fact, see that darker shade that's up there by Trenton? While there's a trace in a good portion of Butler County up in that area over to Lebanon, that's a little bit more in the way of some light snow as opposed to the light, kind of almost misty snow that we're getting in so many areas right at the moment. But it's not as if there's not enough moisture out there. All of that is going to be heading toward us as we head through the next 24 hours. This is our radar in the national perspective, and that's a lot of moisture. Right now, we're looking at snow continuing over the next few hours. You'll see the temperature maybe dropping a degree. For the full forecast, let's swing it over to Mark. Oh, that's on me. That's right. We were going to take it outside, but we'll go over to Mark at this point.
Yeah, guys, let me know if you want to get to those live drives here in a little bit, but for now, I'll take it over with that forecast. I want to start off with future view, and you can see as we go through the rest of the night into your Sunday morning, most of this is going to stay as snow, especially in greater Cincinnati and northward. But notice as we go into Sunday morning, some of that kind of pink-purple color on the map, indicating the potential, at least, for some wintry mix. Now, in this kind of setup, some of that south and east of the greater Cincinnati area could come down with a little bit of sleet or maybe a few pockets of some freezing rain. Again, I think that potential should stay south and east of Cincinnati. But if you do see some of that tomorrow, that will cut back on your snow totals as much as 1 to 3 inches, depending on how long that transition happens. That's because we actually have warmer air aloft, even though down here at the surface, our temperatures are in the teens. That warmer layer above us melts some of that snow, and that's why that sleet and freezing rain potential is there. Anyway, let's get back to it. As we go towards that lunch hour, again, most of us still snow, and some of this snow will be really picking up after midnight into Sunday morning, and that more moderate to heavy snow will continue at times into the lunch hour. Then, by the end of tomorrow afternoon, the snow begins to break apart. We start to see some lighter areas mix in, and then as we go into the Sunday evening, very quickly, 7, 8 o'clock at night, I think the snow is going to move out very quickly and come to an end. Let's talk totals. Again, most of the snow the next few hours will stay light, but slowly but surely just starting to pile up. So at midnight, we're thinking 1 to 3 inches. But again, snow intensifies overnight. So by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, 4 to 6 inches, and by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 6 to 8 inches. And again, grand totals by the end of it tomorrow night, we are thinking 8 to 12 inches. The exception again would be if you see some sleet or freezing rain south and east of greater Cincy. So we're thinking big impacts to travel. If you don't have to be out tomorrow, don't. I think even into Monday morning, we're going to still have big problems on the roads. That's a lot of snow and the temperature is so low, that's going to be very hard for these crews to clear it off and give them time and space. And again, some of those icier areas, the potential for some power outages, even up here farther north or north of greater Cincy. Better safe than sorry. Keep those smart devices charged up just in case. So again, impact to travel tonight. You can still get to where you need to go over the next few hours if you have to. Just take it slow. But Sunday morning and the second half of Sunday, huge impacts to travel and pretty significant impacts continuing into that Monday morning commute. Now, also, besides the snow, we have a dangerous stretch of cold air coming our way. On the map, you can see here's Cincinnati. The purple, that's the Arctic air settling in. If you remember last week, at times, we could shove the Arctic air back to the north. That will not be the case this week. We're looking at just stubborn Arctic air. So tomorrow, 20 for a high with the snow. Monday, we've extended the weather alert day because of the cold, 12 for a high. 20 on Tuesday, but sub-zero temperatures both Tuesday and Wednesday mornings. And you can see through the weekend, single-digit mornings and 20s at best for high temperatures.
All right, that is all for our weather update. We do have crews out on the roads keeping an eye on this system. Check back in with us at 11. We will have that update for you. And of course, go to our website, WCPO.com, or the WCPO 9 News app. We'll see you after the game.
On August 24, 2006, unemployed drifter Gene Meredith is charged with the first-degree murder of 51-year-old Rose Torres, whose body was found naked with multiple stab wounds in a downtown Great Falls, Montana alleyway.
Meredith pleads not guilty, and his bail is set at $1 million.
Under questioning, Meredith had claimed that he had an alternate personality he termed rage and anger. So, he is now ordered to undergo a psychiatric evaluation.
Shortly after his arraignment, Dr. Virginia Hill of the Montana State Hospital diagnoses Gene Meredith with schizophrenia.